Hey guys, so today we're filming an anti-haul because I really, those are like my favorite videos to film, quite frankly, so I'm filming them all the time. And I like to just, see how many anti-hauled things I've piled up in my little folder that I have, and then when there's too many, that's the right time to film an anti-haul. But before we get into the video, Instagram, Twitter, follow me on there. Main channel in description, as well as an affiliate code that I now have with one of my favorite brands on here, as you guys know, called Odin's Eye, where you get 10% off and I get 10% commission. So it's code Angelica. The link will be in description if you guys want to pick anything up. For example, the eyeshadow palette I'm wearing is the Soul Main palette and it's very pretty. So yeah, let's get into the video. So this Becca's Zero Coverage foundation and highlighter, if you can even call it that, it's essentially a primer. A mattifying primer or a pore filling primer with basically a transparent, translucent, like a face glaze, which just not my vibe at all. It doesn't even seem like a highlight, like a cream highlight. It literally just looks like lip gloss that you'd apply to your cheeks. Not my favorite. There are before and after pictures. So there's this one, and then there's this for the highlight and the lip gloss. It is kind of like a lip gloss highlight in one. But this one irks me because it says it's a no pigment, no coverage foundation. So how are her freckles covered? That's clearly Photoshop. I'm not here for it, sorry. The next thing is this Kat Von D Shake Primer, which is an eyeshadow primer, and it says it's a light as air liquid formula that goes on clear, so it's universal and it's designed to give all eyeshadows true to pan color payoff. Now, first of all, I need some like coverage in my eye primers because then I feel like my eye base is just so much more like clear and just like a clear canvas. So this is just not my thing, and it kind of just, this looks kind of like weird liquid. And also, when are they going to stop using the old KVD? Because this is clearly a new product. So was this something that was already planned before Kat Von D left the company, or are they going to keep her logo? Because that just seems like it's too close to home, you know? So I spoke about this palette in my last anti-haul, and then I said that I couldn't really, like, all the pictures look different. You couldn't really clearly see what the colors were like, and I'm so disappointed in this palette. I feel like Melt only like, they have amazing releases every single time. They haven't had a bad launch in forever, but this is just not, I don't know, I expected more like vibrant purples for some reason. I feel like they would all look the same on the eyes. So there is like two that are different, which is the two matte shades, the light one, the slightly darker one. Oh, and then there's like a burgundy. So these are three different eye shadows, but then the shimmers all just look similar, like similar enough to look the same on the eyes. Plus, I'm not a big fan of how dark eyeshadows look on me personally, so this clearly isn't for me. Then I was thinking about the Kendall and Kylie collection, but quite frankly, I don't need that eyeshadow palette. I already have these shades, so I don't see the point of overpaying for the same thing. Then they had an eye and face and lip glaze gloss kind of a thing, like in the pot. Then they had that weird mattifying thing where I can just use powder for that. And then they had a lipstick, which I have a lot of lipsticks, and a lip gloss, which I have lip glosses. And then they had the three sticks, which apparently are kind of like Colourpop quality, but except just a little bit more expensive. So I just thought I'd pass on that, considering I already have cream bronzes, cream blushes, and cream highlights that I'm never going to get through. So what's the point of getting this? See? Growth. That's what that is, growth. Then Wet n Wild is coming out with this collection, and okay, first of all, Wet n Wild is having issues with their cruelty-free status, but also this packaging is so cheap. I hate Wet n Wild packaging. I just hate it so much. It just looks like one drop and it would just all fall apart, and I can't get behind it. I can't buy makeup where the packaging irritates me. It doesn't matter how affordable it is. I just feel like there are so many affordable brands with good packaging. I prefer, actually, if a company wants to make more affordable packaging, I don't know about the ins and outs of packaging creation, but I would prefer cardboard packaging to plastic packaging. So I feel like cheap cardboard is still not as bad as cheap plastic, you know? Then there's this bullshit remover setting spray, and that is the most, it's by Globy Glory, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's a face and body mist. It's a moisturizing rose water spray, perfect for a refresher or for a mist right after makeup. There is a 12-ounce bottle for $22 and a 16-ounce bottle for $26, which good prices, I think, like relatively good prices. However, as much as I think the packaging is really cool, like it's, you know, really pretty looking and it's nice to look at, storing this would be just so stressful. I can't do it. Then there's this Stoned Vibes Urban Decay palette, which is 12 shades, and it looks like 8 of them are pressed glitters. And as much as I do like a lot of shimmers to matte, like I like it when it's 50-50 or a little bit more shimmers than mattes, like 60-40 either way, but I don't like when it starts to get like way more mattes than shimmers or way more shimmers than mattes. And this is way too many shimmers for mattes, because there's only so many looks you can do with that, right? There's like one transition shade, there's basically a brow bone shade, so that's gone. You have one transition shade, which is transition for me, but not for people of darker skin tones than me. And then there's just like a very drastically different brown, and then there's like a black navy blue kind of a shade. And then there's just a lot of glitters. I don't know, not behind it. Then there are these Gucci bronzers and a Gucci lipstick coming out. I don't want it. The Gucci bronzer is $62. I refuse to spend that kind of money on it. Mainly when Hourglass exists and they are very up there with prices. However, they are not $62 up there in prices. And their bronzers and any powder products are the most incredible thing you're gonna put on your face. So I refuse to do this. Also, I saw a few people review these and say that they are kind of like difficult to work with in the sense that they are too pigmented and the shades are a little bit funky. Like, I think someone said that the third shade was actually lighter than the second shade, which just doesn't make any sense. Then there's these, which is by Sephora, and it's pumpkin infused beauty blenders and brushes. How can you pumpkin infuse a plastic / fiber product? I'm so confused. Are they gonna have like a scent to them? I don't know. I think this is so gimmicky. And then Sephora's coming out with Clean at Sephora makeup wipes. I don't think makeup wipes in any capacity can be clean unless there is some like new technology where they will like biodegrade straight away or something. But why are we adding to landfills? Why? Then there's this Harry Potter collection by Ulta, which we don't have Ulta in the UK, so either way I was not going to get this. However, like, look how bland this is. For Harry Potter, this like magical world full of like colours, and I don't know, this just seems so bland. Then there's this, which is by Jouer Cosmetics, and I like the palettes. You guys know I'm not the biggest fan of palettes, but I think these cover the bases for different skin tones pretty well. So there is a deeper palette, which has a deeper highlight, a deeper blush, an even deeper blush, and then a bronzer. And then there's a lighter palette with a light highlight, light blushes, and light bronzer. So I'm kind of okay with that kind of a palette, because then there's clearly a distinction between dark shades and light shades. And then there's these trios of eyeshadows, which just reminded me, like, they brought me right back to like 2005 makeup, where just all makeup looked like this. Like, there were no big eyeshadow palettes, it was just this. And I thought they looked so bad, but then I looked at swatches and they look really good. But like, I don't think I'm gonna get any of them. I was tempted for a little bit to get one of those trios and just have like mainly the, which one is it? The Luscious. I like the Luscious, I think, and Sumptuous. Then there's these Charlotte Tilbury cream blushes in the shade Color of Dreams and Color of Passion. But I saw these on the model and it looks like it kind of picks up on the foundation. Am I the only one that kind of thinks that, where there's like a clear line where the blush ends and like everything else begins, and it looks very, very dewy, which is maybe why it picks up on the foundation, but it just does not look like it blended extremely well. Then Hourglass is coming out with a new mascara, and as you guys know, I'm a huge fan of the Caution Extreme Lash Mascara in the like triangle tube, so I'm super tempted to try out that one. However, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mascaras to get through, so I think I'll pass, because you know, mascaras dry out pretty quickly. So once I get through at least like 3, then I'll think about buying this one. Then Kylie's going to be coming out with, there is a sneak peek for her birthday collection, and if it's not anything super different to what I already have, I'm gonna have to pass on it, because I've been in this like thing of like collecting makeup, and I just need to like, you know, tone it down. If I already have a lipstick that looks like that shade of lipstick, I'm gonna have to pass on it. Then Pat McGrath is also coming out with a mascara, which has like one of those Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara wands. And I already have the original black tube mascara. So like I said, once I get through at least 3 of these, well, now 4 if I want to get that one as well. So once I get through 3, I'll buy the Hourglass. And once I get through another mascara, I'll get this one. But until then, I'm not buying them. Even though I love the Pat McGrath mascara, it's like up there with the Hourglass one. I love it. Oh my god. Then Jeffree Star Cosmetics is coming out with lip liners. If you watch my main channel, you know how I feel about this. They were shit the first time around, and I think they're going to be shit the second time around. Next. So Rituel de Fille has launched a new highlighter shade. It's kind of like a greeny yellow, which I'm very tempted by because I love coloured highlighters, but only when they actually don't do a shadow cast thing on my pale face. But this looks like it could actually work, and I don't have a green highlighter yet. I have yellow gold, I have pink, I have purple, I have, you know, just a few pink, like neon pink, and I don't have green, and I'm very tempted, but it's like, if I really wanted a green highlight, can I not just take a slightly goldish greenish eyeshadow and put it on my face? Like, how often am I going to do green highlight? Not very. So what I'm very angry about, hear me out, is that in Australia, the Yognog shower gel and body conditioner from Lush, which is one of their like Christmas limited edition scents, is coming back for a limited time, and the UK still hasn't had that. It's not coming into the UK, it's only going into Australia. And Yognog is possibly the best scent ever for like shower products. I'm already out of my one. I'm waiting for December to roll around so I can get a new bottle and get a bigger one this time. Fine, Australia can have good things and the UK can't. That's cool. So literally the only reason that it's on this list of anti-haul is because I literally physically can't get it, not because I don't want to. So there's this Winky Lux S'mores face palette coming out, which has a bronzer, highlight, and highlight. It's like 2 highlights and a bronzer. I'm not really sure. Yeah, 1 matte contour shade with a delicious graham cracker scent and 2 shimmery highlighters. I hate when face palettes have no separation between like darker shades and lighter shades, so I feel like it's going to start getting muddy. Also, I don't think I could use that middle shade, so I'd have to mix the 2 highlights together and then use the bronzer, but then I don't have a blush, which means this face palette is purely bronzer and highlight, but then I still need a blush in between. I don't know, I'm not into face palettes that don't have a separation. How small of a brush would you need for bronzer to not dip into the highlight as well? And then the lip balm is like 3 shades. It mixes together into like 1 nude shade, which is, it looks cute. And apparently the scent's gonna be really lovely, but yeah, the palette's not my thing. Then Raw Beauty Kristi actually released a collection of Pure Beauty. I wanted to get it. I wanted to get the palette, which it looks like 2 palettes, but it's actually a 2-sided palette. So it's like one side's the colourful one and one side's the like more natural one, and then she had more natural lashes and then more like extreme lashes. I was gonna get the palette and then the more natural lashes, but I was in queue for like ages. I think there was like 20,000 people in front of me, and then I fell asleep, and then I tried it again the next morning and there was 60,000 people in front of me. And then when I got round to like putting everything to my basket, going through all the error messages, going back and putting everything to my basket, doing it again, I got to shipping and it was $48. So I quickly closed the website and moved on with my life because I refused to pay more than like $10 for shipping, quite frankly. I really wanted to support Raw Beauty Kristi. I think this is beautiful, but until it comes onto the UK website, I just can't physically do it to myself. There's this Lash Freak mascara from Urban Decay, which first of all, I'm not getting because plastic wand. Who actually enjoys plastic wands? Because they literally stab your eye out. There's this like weird wand where apparently one side's like the actual bristles and one side's flat, so you can like put it against your lashes to, I guess, lift them or something. I don't know, it looks scary. Patrick Starr is coming out with his new brand called One Size. So like his slogan is makeup is a one size fits all, which kind of and kind of not. I guess what he's saying is that it doesn't matter like your weight, like if you gain weight or you lose weight, or if you feel good about the way you look on your body, like your makeup will always fit you, if that makes sense. Like you never have to like get a bigger size of makeup. So that's, you know, I like that message, that makeup's the one thing that will always make you feel nice and like, you know, you haven't changed. But the products he came out with, a facial like setting spray to take off your makeup, which I think is a pretty cool idea, but it's gonna get everywhere. Apparently Urban Decay had one that they came out with, and apparently it was a mess. Like you'd have to spray it on your face, but then it would go everywhere else. It's like your hair's gonna have it, and it's probably greasy as well. So your hair's gonna be greasy, like everywhere that it touches is gonna be greasy. And then he came out with makeup wipes. So I actually went into the comment section of Trend Mood because I knew this was going to be interesting, and people said, say no makeup wipe. The mist maybe, but honey no, it's 2020. Makeup wipes are a thing of the past. Makeup remover wipes, really? They are shit for the environment. Please double cleanse. Your skin will thank you. Also your skin, like it's very bad to rub makeup wipes on your skin. Wipes are terrible for your face and environment. Stop this trend. For $15 for makeup wipes. Come on now. These makeup remover wipes better swipe all my problems away. Why a makeup wipe though? Not interested in another makeup wipe, but the spray sounds very unique. I love it when someone bucks the norm to release something different, but that everyone can use. We'll definitely be trying this. Why makeup wipes though? With so many other options, you'd think new brands would veer towards quality cleansers rather than cheap makeup wipes that will dry out your skin and not remove enough makeup. That's the thing. Couldn't he have come out with that spray remover to be like the balm oil cleanser, and then have like maybe a gel cleanser or like a micellar water or something, like just something that's not a makeup wipe. I for a hot second was tempted by this Huda highlighter, but first of all, when I look at the light skin, I feel like it's too dark. And if you can see, like on the edges, I have I have swatches on my hand. On the edges where the shadow hits, like right here on her arm, it has like a darker cast. So that to me sounds like from like here, the highlight will look good. But the moment I turn right here, it will be dark. That's what I'm thinking. So I think it looks perfect on the medium skin tone, but I think on the deep skin tone it looks grey, and on the lighter skin tone it looks too brown. So I think it's only meant for like that middle hand, so I'm not going to do it to myself. And also I have too many highlighters. Colourpop's coming out with this. I'm not interested. I don't know, it just kind of looks a little bit bland. Thing is, for Colourpop I have to pay customs, and quite frankly, unless I'm like madly in love with something, I refuse to pay customs and wait like 2 months to receive something, you know? Then I recently spoke about how Urban Decay All Nighter is not my favorite setting spray anymore, and how I won't be repurchasing it because I feel like its only claim is that it will make your makeup last longer, but other than that, it makes my skin look exactly the same. And I like setting sprays that add a little bit of dew and add a little bit of hydration. And All Nighter is now coming out with a long-lasting makeup setting spray, but it's Ultra Glow. So that's pretty interesting. However, what I found with All Nighter is that it's kind of hit and miss when it comes to the sprayer. Like sometimes the sprayer is a beautiful mist, and sometimes it just violently spits at you. And it's like, I don't want to spend $24. Oh my God. Okay, it's a setting spray duo for $42. I thought it was just that setting. So I remember it being $24. I refuse to spend $24 to maybe get a good mister when I can spend, what, $30 on the Fenty one and know that I'm getting a good mister. So there is a baby crying outside. Anyway, so I'm glad you guys joined me for this anti-haul. I love talking about things that I'm not getting because then my bank account is very happy with me. So if you guys are not getting any of these products, tell me which ones. If you're getting any of them, let me know why. And let me know any other makeup products that you saw recently that you were like, no. Anyway, subscribe, hit that bell because I post whenever I think of something to do. Social media links and main channel in description along with my affiliate link. So do all of that and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.